Well, after What Do I Have to Do, which really stirred them up, I decided to, that was a big step, and if I took another step on the most recent video, the same size, it would have been too much. So with the last song, I took a smaller step. Even though it is called Shocked, I decided to tone down a bit. I like to cause a bit of a stir, and it's not, the videos aren't solely for that. It's a bonus.
Shot like the lightning from up above, down from the heavens, and it gave me love from a man who respects me, loves my mind as well as my body. No retreat and no surrender, equal to you regardless of gender, giving me love that is warm and tender. That's why I gotta tell you.
I've been asked, well, 6 months ago, oh, tell us about your change of image. And I find that a difficult question, because what am I meant to say? An image is something you look at and you make of it whatever you will. And it annoys me when they think it's just a change of clothes and a change of hairdo. First of all, it has to be a change in me, which is true, and that was maybe 2 years ago, a bit less. And a lot of that was to do with Michael, which, I mean, I was getting annoyed at being asked that all the time around that period, but it is very true, and I think it shouldn't go without saying that he encouraged me to think for myself and do what I wanted to do. But yeah, the change definitely has to be in yourself, otherwise it won't be a lasting change, it'll just be a cover-up. I don't know why they like to think that you're actually incapable of making those changes yourself. You must have got in some fabulous people to make all the decisions for you. I still get fabulous people to come and help me in all sorts of areas, but the final decision has to be mine. And you can make someone look like anything, but they have to carry it off in the end. Anything I do might make the paper. I mean, I could, you know, like kind of wipe my eye and then the paper's going to blow it up. She was in tears, whatever. I mean, there's just a general pressure. It's like working 24 hours a day a lot of the time, which is a complaint, but in the end I'm self-employed, so if I really don't like it or feel that I can't take it anymore, it's up to me to step out, which I have considered before. I think maybe 2 years ago when all this change was happening and I couldn't work in the same way any longer. I don't look for press on myself, but if I see it in the papers, in particular if it's something untrue or something, if it's something that's libelous, or I mean, then I would take action, but generally it's not worth worrying about. Today's newspapers, tomorrow's fish and chips, and people's, the public's opinion, they're so fickle, it can be swayed from day to day anyway, so it's best not to try not to worry about it. But sometimes it can just like kill me. It's like, how dare these people, how dare they think that they know how I feel about something, or what I'm doing, or who I'm seeing, or what kind of relationship I'm in. How could they know? I've just had to toughen up. I'm actually a very sensitive person, so it can be difficult at times. But yeah, I try to think, or try to remind myself that no matter what they say, no matter what pictures they get, they actually can't get inside me. They can't, what I would hope that they can't mess with my mind and my heart too much. each time I do a tour, I feel more and more comfortable. And the last one was I had a really good time, and the results were great. So the tour for England will be an extension of that. I will possibly have an album out before then, so new single, new album, and I hope to make it very glamorous. And I mean, my show is not like a rock show. I don't know that many are these days anyway. There's lots of dancing, choreography, and cover songs and all sorts of things. In one of the first shows, I was looking at pretty much a sea of 5-year-olds and their parents, and the last tour was like just teenagers to about mid-30s or 40, and it was like the audience just elevated from this high to grown-ups, and it's great because it affects my show. And I guess in the first shows, if there was anything sexual or whatever, it would have gone straight over the kids' heads anyway. But when I know there's 10,000 people that know exactly what I'm talking about, I tend to play it up a little bit more.
You and I are of the same mind. It seems to me that we're one of a kind. It's true to say that when love is blind, but then true love is so hard to find. You respect me and the things I do. It was meant to be, I was made for you. Open the door to my heart, it stopped, and I'm shocked.
I'm interested in astrology. I really don't know much about it, but I'm a very typical Gemini. I have 10 million different characters, and I don't know who they all are, but they keep reappearing. But I like being a Gemini. Most Geminis do. You meet other people who say, "You're a Gemini." Oh, you must be fabulous. Geminis are like that.